What brought you to interior design?
I was probably one of those lucky souls who always knew what they wanted to do, and from the age of 7 or 8, I wanted to be an interior designer. My first project was actually my backyard fort, and it was a pit in the ground with my best friend, and he lugged the rocks around, and I found all these artifacts and antiques
Oh,
in an abandoned barn that was over the hill and through the woods behind it, and those antiques were, old bottles, rusted out wash basins, a few farm implements, things like that. And I like to arrange those in vignettes.
let's talk a little bit about your philosophy of design.
I believe in spaces that are beautiful, gorgeous, voluptuous. As I say, if a client says to me they want me to create something really nice for them, I said, you don't want to come to me for nice. I don't do nice. I do fabulous. I do surprising. I do fantastic. I like things that are intellectually provocative and curious, things that have a sense of wit to them. I don't want a room to be a one-liner. I'm certainly known for using bold color a lot. I like things that are sophisticated, urbane, textural, intellectually provocative, and fun. I think that the program of interior design, no matter what your aesthetic is, has to provide for use, comfort, ease, no matter what. So yes, there's always a thought process of where do you put the drink, where's the magazine going to go, based on clients' bodies, heights and sizes and everything. There's chairs and places to sit where each person can be comfortable, and sort of assessing clients' personalities, where they will sit in a room. I have a client right now who each room, I've said, you're not going to be comfortable in every chair, but you're not going to sit in every chair. You're going to sit in the power chair, which is addressing the point of entry. And I said, so these are the two most important chairs for you, and then we need one more backup place, just in case somebody else sits in those. And he said, well, I won't be afraid to tell him to get out. I think to be a residential designer, you need a certain personality that has that interest in addressing the client's needs, the client's mishigas, as you would say in Yiddish, a bit of craziness, possibly, and to make them comfortable, because every project is an exercise in patience, expenditure, and trust. Because at the end of the day, the designer is the only one who really knows what it's going to look like. The client's looking at bits and pieces and can respond to them, but do they actually get the overall vision? Not always. Well, I think that goes back to a little bit about my design philosophy also, which is bold, strong aesthetics.
Right.
But I'm creating those for people who are bold, strong personalities. Almost all of my clients are very successful people, self-made people, decisive and dynamic, so that we create those kind of looks for them. I think that working with strong personalities is probably easier than ones who are not strong personalities, because those who aren't maybe as assured aren't as decisive. Mm-hmm. And so that the process takes much longer.
Yeah.
It may be painful for them in a way, which then becomes painful for the designer. Someone who's used to having created success by making decisions and sticking with them and going forward is a pleasure to work with.